go off on the enemy. That's what makes them scared of me. Make my plans carefully, then execute them daringly. They say I act recklessly, but that's why I'm effective. See, you can't predict my tendencies, I offer no transparency. Some people think I'm lost, others think I'll be a legend. I'm never gonna stop till I'm one above second, and my thoughts at the top of my mind.
Okay, you beautiful amphibians, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck, and it's that time, as you can tell by the title, Amphibia Season 3, Episode 7, I believe we're on. Yeah, because I watched Mr. X last episode, and now we're watching whatever the name of these two episodes are, because I glanced at the name of the episodes, but I didn't actually read them, so I kind of don't even remember what the name of the episodes are. Now, I do know the second half of the episode is entitled two different names, like Olivia and something else. I'm not 100% sure. I'm actually, now that I'm stopping and slowing down long enough to think about it, I'm kind of thinking that it's... well, no. I think we already got their names. The IT girls, you know, their little, you know, thing that they do on... you know, Amphibious version of YouTube, the IT girls. I think that might be their name. I'm not 100% sure. I thought I remember them saying it, but you know what? I have no idea. So maybe we'll get an episode with them. Maybe we won't. I have no idea. I don't know. We got somebody here as well. That's what I get every time I get a, you know, a screenshot on the tablet here. There's somebody with blue hair there. I don't think we've gotten them in this series yet. As well as the Hot Pop look-alike human over there. So, yeah, I mean, there's a few things here. I'm presuming here in the first half we're going to get all of these people here. So, I can't remember what the first half is even called either. I know right now we got the little clown ice cream truck thing with Mr. X. We got that from this little scene here, which I think this scene's pretty important personally, but because it gives us a, you know, overview of all the new characters we're going to get introduced to. We got the IT girls there, we got Mr. X in the background, we got, you know, Mr. and Mrs. B and then we got the museum curator right there here at the beginning. So episode 7, I don't know what we're going to get. Personally, I want, you know, some Sasha and Marcy's parents getting involved here soon and finding out where, you know, I want that emotional hit is what I'm really wanting. I'm wanting to get, you know, just, you know, tugged at the heart a little bit, and Sasha and, you know, Marcy's mom and dad and all that stuff just be like, oh my goodness, where's our daughters at, you know, Anne, do you know anything about this? You know, you are their best friend, you know. You would think that Anne just reappearing all of a sudden would trigger something like this. And I don't understand why. Maybe they're saving it for like the last episode before they go on hiatus. I don't know. That's what I'm going to hope for and expect, is for them to be saving that for the hiatus episode right before we go on break. So 3, 2, 1, let's do this and play. Sprig. Okay. I do remember that name now.
Justice, your reign of terror is over, bufferfish.
Is this kind of a play on Kamen Rider or Kamen Rider, however you pronounce that? Because that's what I'm getting from the mask here that, you know, the smaller one is wearing. Okay, this has got to be a movie they're watching.
My home.
Yep.
We're stuffed with predictable tropes and lazy writing.
We have got to cut back on your internet use.
All I'm saying is that you'd have to be pretty dense to think any of that would be possible, first of all.
Who knows how
Oh wait, I thought they were about to do a Spider-Man song at first, and I was thinking to myself, oh no, they can't do that. But then I was like, wait, Disney owns... Oh gosh.
Sprig, did you see?
That was a lot of pigeons.
Totally meant to do that.
To sell goods on this street.
What the heck?
I hate this.
You know, the worst part is that right there is a real life problem. Somebody actually called the cops on people selling lemonade. I don't remember where the news article was, but it's happened before. Granted, he's not a cop, but still, you know what I mean.
Well, these streets don't need you. It's okay. Your neighborhood safety.
What are you going to do? Thank you. Oh, goodness. Okay, what's that going to do to your tongue, and how is it so freaking long? With that color of hair, I'm presuming she's going to reappear later. And this is how supervillains are born.
What's this? It's some kind of
Oh. So that's how that arm was going to come back into play. Okay.
Please, Frogman, have another debate on the house.
What the? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they are really playing up that Doc Ock persona a lot.
What's he doing here?
Hey, Antonio. I guess that's the name we're giving the Mario lookalike.
My very own supervillain.
Huh, and I wonder if that's Brad Garrett voicing you. Jeez, the amount of property damage these two are doing. Hey, I told you she was going to come back.
Justice, look around you. Your flashy battle could have really
Thank
hurt someone.
you. Look at all the property damage.
What have I done?
That's a lot of property damage.
Thank you.
Believe this. I thought you were cool. Attention seekers. Nothing more. Wait,
Is it wrong that I thought she was about to say attention whores?
you're right.
Yeah, okay, y'all cleaned it up,
Friends.
but I don't think you can fix everything. I'm just saying.
Hey,
You're definitely under arrest. Fair enough.
I have to admit, it was a pretty cool costume. You like it? I cut up your clothes to make it.
Dude, that was just mean. Alright, Olivia and Yuna, I don't know how to pronounce names. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Oh!
Moly, it's beautiful!
Once I stood on this very
What the
same
frick?
balcony with my mother and had...
Whoa, was that a seagull but also a bug? Lady Olivia, you newts took me in
Ah,
when I landed here.
Olivia.
Picked me up, cared for
Duh.
me. I promised to do my best. And after this
And
place,
my
I can
goodness.
help.
We'll be counting
Is
on
this
you,
like
Mr.
you?
Moss.
No, this can't be. This has to be something like. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused.
Weeks since the plant has
Duh.
disappeared,
Obviously,
heard
it's about
from
these two.
Grievous. I wonder
And that was obviously a, flashback to when
Please, my lord.
Marcy got
Things are
there.
progressing as fast as they...
Lady Olivia, if you're going to talk treason,
Then count her in.
insist that you do it in private. Clever, someone who understands strategy, someone like Marcy Wu. The human?
Ah.
Absolutely not. In case you haven't noticed,
Marcy.
they're all
I thought she was
stealing
going to say
that.
Sasha.
I trust Marcy. Besides, she's the only one who's ever defeated King Andreas in Flipward. If anyone... Ooh, ominous. After you, milady. Yoink! Remember, I know. You knew this was down here? Sort
I
of.
think I saw a set of eyeballs.
Come here, but I did sneak down a few
Huh.
times as a girl.
Okay.
Ah, what the? Don't worry.
Interesting.
Take it. It's a friendship offering. Oh.
Okay.
Sashi, and
Whoa. So you're able to
Human,
speak. Okay.
gentle. Be gentle, Marcy. It's a
yoo-hoo. I'm okay.
Okay. Were y'all teleported? Oh, this is hallucination.
The sky, the trees. How could you let this happen?
Whoa!
Enough!
Okay.
Is this witchcraft?
What? You're afraid of this little cutie?
I had a bad experience, okay? When I was a little girl, one of those monsters nearly took my arm off.
Oh, what the frickety frack? Yeah, it's just illusions. Oh, what is your illusion going to be? Back in school. Oh, goodness gracious.
No, please.
Your clumsiness does come in handy, Marcy.
Get out of here. Sorry, I might need help.
Yeah.
Up and at him, here we go.
There you are. I knew it just couldn't end with y'all taking Marcy out.
So much to discuss.
But how did you...
Simple. We've been watching you the whole time. A collection of Amphibia's greatest minds, preserved for all eternity.
Let me go.
Wait.
I wish I could, but
Huh.
my Lord
I'm gonna have to
craves
rewatch
all
some of this.
And it wanted the best, the smartest, the only one who could beat me at Flipward.
This, huh?
Oh, okay. So the core is choosing her as a host. So deep in, oh gosh, good gosh. I hate when they do shadows because it gives my imagination, you know, the works of what's happening. But okay, so I have seen screenshots of what we're probably about to see here.
What destiny?
Hello there.
I don't know how I feel about that. Although what I was hearing in my ear right here was almost like not absolute silence, but kind of a, oh my gosh, the credits have a kind of like a slow wind going through, and that's what I'm hearing here. And that's kind of an eerie feel. So that means here soon. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure how I feel about, you know, Marcy being used as a host for the core, as it's being called. I'm gonna definitely have to go back and rewatch that one part with Andreas actually explaining, you know, some parts of the core and stuff like that, just so I can kind of glean some extra information just for myself. But I get the gist of it, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. I know, obviously, deep down inside, we're still going to have Marcy somewhere in there, and that's what's going to have to come through ultimately, is Marcy, you know, breaking free and taking back control and kind of kicking the, you know, the core out of her. I don't know. It's kind of like what it's kind of like Polly saying there at the first half of the episode, where, you know, with the writing tropes and you know, she kind of hit it on the head. You know, I kind of seen some stuff coming, and granted, I think that was meant for the first half of the episode and not the second half, but this kind of, you kind of see it coming a little bit, mainly because you know, I didn't necessarily watch the trailer with everyone else, but I did see screenshots, and you know, that screenshot, of course, right there with the eyes like a tarantula, which, let's be honest, the first half of the episode was kind of alluding to something of this nature, and it just, I don't know. I'm not thrilled with it, but I want to give it a chance to just kind of see where it goes from here, and just kind of, I think for the most part, the voice is probably what's going to throw me off. I don't know. This feels like a tired trope of, you know, it's hard to, I'm actually at a loss of words because I'm trying to explain how I'm feeling inside about this whole situation happening. But at the same time, it's like I don't have the words for it, because I feel like this is kind of just a traditional, you know, trope of just a kind of a same old rhetoric, because I can kind of see where we're going to end up going. You know, King Andreas, I have a feeling he's going to end up being like, you know, because he's already expressed it. He's like, you know, I really do like you, Marcy. You know, I asked them to choose somebody else. They didn't, because of course Marcy's the smartest, and she's the only one to beat him in the game that they played, and they chose her. So I kind of see him, I see King Andreas ultimately turning out to be kind of a good guy, and kind of like, you know what, this is wrong. And, you know, I think, you know, because I seen the crown, that little eye opened up a little bit. I think the crown is controlling him a little bit, and obviously well, not the crown necessarily, but the core, I think obviously he's being controlled, and once the crown gets knocked off his head, he's going to come to his senses, and, oh, you know, I was so wrong in all of this. I see clearly now, and I kind of feel like it's going to be predictable. But with, you know, Polly saying what she said, I think they're going to do some sort of twist, and it's not going to be predictable. I don't know. Maybe here's something I'm thinking is, all these shows that the planters and, you know, all of them are watching, because, you know, the 2012 Ninja Turtle series did this, is all the shows that, like, all the turtles were watching at the beginning of the episode always pertain to something that the episode was about. And I'm wondering if this is kind of the same thing. All these episodes and movies and shows that they're watching here in the human world, I'm wondering if they pertain to ultimately what's going to be happening. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there is something to that. I don't know. I wish I had more concise thoughts, but honestly, I just don't. Because right now, I've got it in my head. I know what I want to, you know, convey and try to converse, but I just don't have the proper words for it. I got a feeling y'all probably understand what I'm thinking in my head, that, yeah, I just don't understand how to convey how I feel about it, because I like it, but at the same time, it's kind of a tired old trope of, you know, get the host and somebody's being controlled the whole time, and they're ultimately a good guy, and it's like, come on. But, yeah, I don't know. I've got to call the wife, though, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stop her right here and pass it off to y'all. Y'all know the drill. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.